we have finished a single column cash book with GST obviously. So today we will continue with cash book with a double column, right? And today we'll take up a sum where we are going to learn about double column cash book with cash and bank column, right? Fine. So let's start. Okay. Just a minute. We will. So we have shared the screen here. You will be able to see the double column cash book. We have taken a question here. So double column cash book with cash and bank column, right? So today we are going to learn about double column cash book with cash and bank column. So this particular part has very interesting concept. Okay, double column cash book itself is having a very different and very interesting concept. So as we proceed, I will explain those all concepts. Okay, let's start first. So we are going to take a question. Here it is, illustration 11. Enter the following transactions in a double column cash book. Okay, enter the following transactions in the double column cash book, and the details has been given. That is, first of all, bank overdraft is there of 10,000. Try to understand. The previous day I have already explained you that in the previous classes I have already explained you what is the format of cash book, why we are calling it single column, why we are calling it double column. So those things are clear, I guess. If it is not clear, please watch those videos that has already been given to you. Now double column cash book, when we talk about double column, so obviously we are having here one extra column. So if it is a bank, that is, if we are preparing a cash and a bank column, then remember the bank balance may be a positive one or may be a negative one. Okay, the bank balance might be having a debit balance or might be having a credit balance. If a bank balance, okay, if my bank balance is showing debit balance, okay, that means debit balance as per my cash book, not passbook. Okay, passbook it will be opposite then. If my bank is showing debit balance as per my cash book, then I will assume that I am having money in the bank, right? But if my bank balance as per cash book is showing credit balance, okay, try to remember that credit balance, that means it is a negative balance. Negative balance means negative balance in the sense that it is having minus balance. Now you may ask, how and when a bank can have a negative balance? Yes, a bank balance may be a negative also, but it is not for every customer. This type of facility is generally given to a limited number of customers, and to be very specific, it is given to a businessman. Okay, bank gives the facility to the businessman who are little known to them. Okay, not to every businessman also. Okay, little known to them. What is the facility? The facility is that the business can make extra payment from their bank account. Okay, provided you have a very good record with the bank, very good relation with the manager, you can avail this facility. What the facility will be? That the bank will provide the facility that you can avail the benefit of extra payment over and above your zero balance. Okay, once your balance becomes zero, we cannot do any payment, right? But this facility will be given to the businessman, that even if your balance is zero, you can make payment to certain limits, say 10,000, 20,000, certain limit will be given to you, given to the businessman, and the businessman can avail the payment. This facility is given so that the business activities will go on in a smooth way, and this will be beneficial for the businessman because the activities of the business will go smoothly, the payment will be done smoothly, the activities can be taken up very conveniently, and the other side, the bank is also gaining. How? The bank is gaining because of the fact that when you withdraw extra money, that is overdraft. Overdraft means you have withdrawn extra money from your bank balance, right? Extra money from your bank balance. If you have withdrawn extra money from your bank balance, that means you have to pay certain amount of interest on the negative balance, that is the extra money what you have taken over the zero balance, right? So you have to pay certain amount of interest. बहुत सिंपल है, तुम्हारा जो पैसा रखा है बैंक में वो तुम जब तक वो जीरो ना हो जाए तब तक तुम उसका पैसा इस्तेमाल कर सकते हो, यूज कर सकते हो, लेकिन जब जीरो हो जाता है तो वो हम इस्तेमाल नहीं कर सकते। लेकिन बैंक कभी कभी ये बेनिफिट बिजनेसमैन को देता है कि अगर तुम्हारा बैंक बैलेंस जीरो भी हो जाए तो भी चिंता मत करो, मैं तुम्हारी तरफ से पेमेंट कर दूंगा, ठीक है। और जितना एक्स्ट्रा पेमेंट करूंगा वैसे वैसे तुम्हारा बैलेंस नेगेटिव होता जाएगा, राइट। क्योंकि नेगेटिव इन द सेंस दैट यू हैव टू पे टू द बैंक, फाइन। सो जितना नेगेटिव होगा उसके ऊपर तुम्हें सर्टेन इंटरेस्ट रेट होगा, वो इंटरेस्ट देना पड़ेगा, ठीक है। तो इन दिस वे बैंक इज ऑल्सो ए गेनर एंड बिजनेसमैन ऑल्सो गेनर, बिकॉज बिजनेसमैन के पास अगर पैसा नहीं है फिर भी वो पेमेंट कर पा रहा है, राइट। सो दैट इज बैंक ओवरड्राफ्ट, ओके। सो दैट इज बैंक ओवरड्राफ्ट एंड बैंक ओवरड्राफ्ट इज अ लायबिलिटी, याद रखना, लायबिलिटी होता है ये, फर्म के लिए लायबिलिटी होता है, इसे करंट लायबिलिटी में पकड़ा जाता है बिकॉज ये शॉर्ट टर्म के लिए लायबिलिटी होता है, राइट। तो बैंक ओवरड्राफ्ट जो होता है वो हमेशा क्रेडिट बैलेंस दिखाता है, लायबिलिटी शोज क्रेडिट बैलेंस। क्रेडिट बैलेंस कहाँ पे? कैश बुक में, पासबुक में नहीं, पासबुक के बारे में अभी नहीं बताऊंगा, वो मैं बैंक रिकॉन्सिलेशन स्टेटमेंट जब हम लोग करेंगे, दूसरा और एक चैप्टर है तब मैं समझाऊंगा, ओके। सो बैंक ओवरड्राफ्ट विल शो क्रेडिट बैलेंस एंड बैंक में अगर पैसा होता है तो डेबिट बैलेंस दिखाएगा, ठीक है। सो याद रखना, इफ इट इज शोइंग क्रेडिट बैलेंस देन इट विल गो इन द क्रेडिट साइड as buy balance brought down, ठीक है। and if it is showing debit balance then it will come in the debit side to balance brought down, ठीक है। कैश इन हैंड, कैश एट बैंक याद रखना, ओके। सो कैश इन हैंड अगर है दैट मींस ऑब्वियसली पैसा है, कैश एट बैंक अगर है मतलब ऑब्वियसली पैसा है। तो बैंक ओवरड्राफ्ट है मतलब तुम्हारा नेगेटिव बैलेंस है, वो क्रेडिट साइड में जाएगा, लेकिन अगर यही कैश एट बैंक होता तो ये डेबिट साइड में आता। आई होप दिस concept is very very clear to you, okay। if it is not then please message me, call me, I will explain to you again. So enter the following transaction in the double column cash book. In January 1, the opening balance is given here, bank overdraft, that is the negative balance of bank. How much? 10,000. Then cash in hand is there, 2,000. Now first of all we'll post that. That is the opening balance. Opening balance we know how do we post? By balance carried down and brought down. Sorry, by balance brought down, isn't it? Carried down होता है closing date पे, opening date पे brought down होता है, right? So it may be two side or it may be buy side. Two means debit side and buy means credit side. So bank overdraft obviously it is referring to liability, so it is showing credit balance, it will go in the credit side. What will you write? First of all the date 2017 January 1 and after that buy balance brought down 10,000. So you can see here in the date column 2017 January 1 buy balance brought down 10,000. Where? In the bank column, not the cash, okay, it will be the bank column, bank ka negative balance. Now one more thing in this format, one thing is missing, that is a voucher number. You should have one column here, voucher number, it is not here, it should be there in the both the debit and credit side, okay. So next is cash in hand. Cash in hand means we have money in our hand, so it will be obviously debit balance, so it will come in the debit side as to balance brought down 2,000 here. To balance brought down, give the date 2017 January 1, to balance brought down 2,000, right? Now coming to the next one, that is January 7, check received from K Nair, okay, check received from K Nair, how much? 3,000 and discount allowed 100. We are not preparing discount column, isn't it? We are not having the discount column, we are having only the cash and bank column. So since we don't have the discount column, so you ignore it and just see what it is there. Check received from K Nair, and as soon as you receive a check, try to understand, as soon as you receive a check, you immediately find out in the rest of the questions, remaining of the question, what the information has been given, whether the check has been deposited on the same date, that is on January 7, or we have deposited it on some other date, or what has happened with the check. All details you just find it out once, okay, then only you go for the treatment. So as soon as you receive a check, what will you do? You just check whether there is any relative entry regarding that particular transaction or not. So check received from K Nair 3,000, immediately on the next day we can see that check received from K Nair deposited in the bank. So check was deposited in the bank, so that means it was deposited on some other date, right? So we are going to have an important information about that. So whenever a check will be deposited on some other date, you have to give a note on that, okay. You have to specify a note on that. You have to specify a note on the particular incident, what has happened there, you have to make a note on that. and this is a part of your solution. Okay, what will be the note? You can see it is which date? January 7, right? January 7. January 7. I will explain you the entry also along with this. Now, as we can see here in January 7, that the check was received from K Nair, okay, and deposited on 9th. That means these 2 days, that is on 7th and 8th, this check was lying with us, right? When the check will be lying with us, we are going to take as check in hand account. Okay, instead of check, we don't write check account, we write check in hand account. Okay, and it is a real account, it is our asset, so it will be taken as real account. Clear? So check in hand account debit, because we are receiving the check from Nair. So check in hand account debit to Nair. Nair is the giver, right? So the entry will be like this. Just make a note here and give the entry like this. Check in hand account debit. Why the check in hand is debit? Because it is a real account, it is coming. And why we are writing check in hand? Because of the fact that check has been deposited on some other date. Okay, so you have to give the journal entry here. Check in hand account debit to K Nair. Okay, K Nair. How much? 3,000. Right? Now, when on the next date, what will is it clear? Now remember one another thing also, here we can see that there is a discount, so the discount also should be placed in the journal. So check received from K Nair was 3,000, so this entry is correct for that. Check in hand account debit to K Nair, but along with that there is a discount of 100 rupees. So what will be the addition of this? It will be nothing but discount allowed. We are allowing discount, so obviously it will come in the debit side as discount allowed account debit, right? Discount allowed account debit, right? So discount allowed account debit, how much? 100. Clear? So obviously Karun K Nair was having how much? 3,100 rupees on his name. So this is nothing but an important note which should be there after an entry which has not been entered in the cash book. Need to be followed with a note. Okay, note. You have to follow a note for that, and you mention it as note number 1. Clear? All the entries which will not come up in the cash book will be following with a note. No need to mention the narration. If you want, you can give. There is no hard and fast rule for that, and no need to make a format also for that, right? Only the note is enough. So transaction number 7 is over. I'm repeating once again. In transaction number 7, what happened is that we have received check from K Nair and discount allowed was 100 rupees. Immediately we inquired whether the check was deposited on that date or some other day. Suppose there is no information that when the check was deposited, then we are going to assume that it is deposited on the same day. Then we will directly deposit in the bank. The entry will be like this: bank account debit to K Nair. If I deposit immediately in the bank account debit to K Nair. But since it is mentioned on date 9 that a check received from K Nair deposited in the bank, okay, that means what? Obviously this check was deposited on some other day, right? That is other than 7th. So what will happen? We will keep it in hand. So check in hand account debit to K Nair, 3,100, okay, and 3,000 and 3,000, and there was a discount, so we have put that also. So the collective, there is a combined entry will be like this: check in hand account debit 3,000, discount allowed account debit 100 to K Nair 3,100. Clear? Now moving back again, coming next to the question, that is a point number 9, January 9, right? Dated 9, January 9. What is given here? Check received from K Nair, deposited in bank. So on date 9, we are depositing the check in the bank. So what will be the entry? You don't need to give any note for this point number 9, because this transaction will be coming in the cash book. How it is coming in the cash book? Because we are depositing the money in the bank now, right? So what will be the entry here? Bank account debit to K Nair, right? Because the money is deposited in the check is deposited in the bank. So bank account debit to check in hand. Sorry, it will be check in hand. Why it will be check in hand? Because Karun Nair, K Nair's account we have already closed here. We have created and closed here, right? So the next entry that will be following this particular entry will be check in hand. Now the check will go in the bank. Okay, I just for your understanding, I am making a note here. The money will go in the bank, so it will be check in hand debit. Check will go in the bank. So check in hand account debit, check in hand account debit. The money is going in the bank, so check in hand account debit, right? To I'm sorry. Okay, it's not check in hand account debit. It will be bank account debit. Okay, it will be bank account debit to check in hand. The money will go in the bank, isn't it? It's a total blunder. Be very careful also. Okay, all of you. So it will be bank account debit to check in hand account 3000. Okay, bank account debit to check in hand account 3000. This I am giving only for your understanding, so that you don't have any problem in understanding what has happened here. Okay, and this will be just a part of your understanding. No need to put in the note. January 9. Okay, so it is check in hand account debit, bank account debit to check in hand. So the entry will come in the bank debit side, bank column debit side to check in hand. You can see here January 9 to check in hand account in the bank column 3000. Okay, to check in hand in the bank column 3000. You can just mention working note number 1. This is the number 1 working note, right? This will be enough. Okay, note number 1, you can just mention that. So coming to the next one, check paid to Daya. How much? 3000, and discount received was 60. Now here also discount received is there, but we don't have discount column, isn't it? So what we can do is that for this discount you can give a note. Okay, since it is not going to come in the double column cash book, so you can give a note for that. And for rest of the amount you are going to show the entry here. What will be the amount? What will be the entry? Check paid to Dia. So check is being paid to Daya. So what will be the entry? Daya debit to bank account, isn't it? While making the payment, you need to keep it check in hand and all, because we are going to directly make the payment through the bank. So we will assume that the money is gone from the bank, and assuming that we are going to make the entry to the bank account. So what will be the entry? What will be the journal entry? Daya debit to bank, right? So in the bank credit side, you can see we are writing January 12 by Daya 3000. Okay, and with regard to the discount, I'll just mention it here. You can just mention it. Note number 2. Okay, it will come as note number 2. What will be that? What is the journal entry? You can just see the question once again so that you can understand it very nicely. It was discount received, isn't it? So discount receivable in the credit side, and who is paying? Who is giving the discount? Daya. So Daya debit, right? Because we are closing the account of Daya, so it will be Daya debit to discount received. Okay, Daya debit to discount received account. Now if you want to ignore this particular part, that also is okay, because many of the times we don't need to show all these entries also. This particular part, you can just mention that since discount column is not there, so we are not showing the discount entry here. That is also enough. Okay, that also you can do. That is also enough. But for your understanding, I am making it in a very detailed manner. Okay, so that you can understand each and every concept very nicely. So Daya debit to discount received account. So this is the note number 2. Now coming back again to the question, that is next one. What is there? Money withdrawn from the bank for office use. Money which has been withdrawn from the bank for office use was 4000, right? 4000 rupees of amount, 4000 rupees of amount of money was withdrawn from the bank for office use. This is again a very, very important note for all of you to understand. Okay, so for this I am keeping a space here, and I am making you understand here so that you can understand it. We are talking about a really nice and interesting concept, that is contra entry. Now what is contra entry? Contra entry refers to those entries. Okay, it refers to those transactions which are taking place between the cash book and the bank. That is the cash and the bank column. Okay, cash and bank, the transaction that will take place between cash and bank. Like for example, you can say just a minute. Okay, yeah. So for example, you can say like check deposited in the bank. Check deposited, we have now changed it to check in hand, so you can ignore that now. Cash deposited in the bank, cash deposited in the bank, or even you can say cash withdrawn from bank, withdrawn from bank. Remember, withdrawn from bank, it should be only for office use, or if nothing is mentioned, then fine. Nothing is mentioned means office use. Okay, and if it is mentioned, it should be only office use. It shouldn't be for personal use. If it is for personal use, then you will be taking drawings. It will not be a contra entry. So cash withdrawn bank from bank for office use. Okay, cash withdrawn from the bank for office use. Is it clear? So cash deposited in the bank, then cash withdrawn from the bank. These are all referring to the transactions between the cash, okay, and bank. Cash and bank, or you can say bank and cash. Okay, कैश से बैंक में जाता है या फिर बैंक से कैश में आता है, ठीक है, तो उसको हम लोग बोलते हैं कॉन्ट्रा एंट्री. क्लियर? दिस इज द कांसेप्ट हियर. सो व्हाट इज अ कॉन्ट्रा एंट्री? Contra entry is an entry where what happens, where the transactions between the cash and the bank column take place, right? Cash and the bank column take place. Is it clear, everyone? Okay, now we will see this particular transaction, what has happened here. And another very important thing is that along with this, whenever there will be contra entry, remember that it should be followed with, whenever there will be contra entry, it should be followed with C. Okay, it should be followed with, remember that it is indicated as C in the ledger folio. In the ledger folio, in the ledger folio column, you have to write C and circle it just to show that it's a contra. The concept in this contra is that it is contradictory. Contradictory means if I take money from my pocket and deposit in my bank, then it is not that my money is increasing, and it is also not that my money is decreasing, right? My money is neither increasing nor decreasing, but the transaction is happening, right? अगर मैं बैंक में पैसा रखता हूँ, मेरा ही पैसा मेरे हाथ में है, मैंने बैंक में रख दिया, तो बैंक वाला बढ़ गया, कैश वाला कम गया. लेकिन ऐसा थोड़ी ना हुआ कि मेरा पैसा बढ़ गया ओवरऑल. If I have 10,000 rupees in my hand, okay, I deposited this 10,000 in the bank. So is it that now the 10,000 became 20,000? No, it is the same 10,000 itself. But the thing is that now it is not in my hand, it is in the bank, isn't it? Same way, if I take out the money from the bank and keep it in my hand, it is not that the bank, it is not that the money is decreasing. Yes, it is decreasing from the bank and increasing in my hand, but it is not that my money is increasing or decreasing. It is remaining the same, right? Only the place is changing. So that is why it is called contradictory, contra entry. Okay, so this is the concept in that. So now coming to that particular entry, that is next one. Before that, we have one more transaction here, 15. What is given here? K Nayar's check dishonored. अरे पहले पैसा जमा देता है फिर डिसोनर होता है, क्यों? डिसोनर हो सकता है. There can be a dishonor of check. Why? When? How? Why? जब उसका बैंक पे पैसा नहीं है, when he don't have money in his bank account, or the signature is wrong, or the check is torn, in those cases the check will be dishonored. Okay, clear? क्यों क्यों डिसऑनर होता है? क्योंकि चेक में सिग्नेचर अच्छी तरह से नहीं है, या चेक में मतलब बैंक अकाउंट में पैसा नहीं है, उसका केन नायर का बैंक अकाउंट में पैसा ही नहीं है, हम लोगों ने चेक भेजा बैंक से तो बोला कि पैसा ही नहीं है उसमें, नहीं होगा, डिसऑनर कर दिया, या सिग्नेचर अच्छा से नहीं है, या चेक फटा हुआ है. ओके, बिकॉज ऑफ ऑल दिस रीजंस द चेक में बी डिसऑनर्ड. Okay, how the check is dishonored? When we deposit a check in the bank, the check will go through the processing, and our bank will take this check to their KNIR's bank account, and they will verify it. After that, they will transfer the amount to our bank account. So in this process, the money comes in our bank account. But in case if KNIR's bank account is not having sufficient money, then the check will return back and will be written as dishonored, right? So in this situation, what we will do is that we will catch back again KNIR, right? We will catch back again KNIR. So that will obviously be decreasing our bank balance. So what will you do? You will write in the credit side. How will you write? By KNIR 3000 rupees. Okay, because we are going to decrease the amount from KNIR. You can just see here, by KNIR 15, we can see by KNIR our money is decreasing in the bank, so it will be 3000 rupees. The journal entry will follow up like this. KNIR again will make him debtor since his check was dishonored, right? So again we'll make him debtor. So KNIR debit to bank account, because bank is decreasing, so bank will be credited again. So KNIR is credited here, right? Sorry, bank is credited here with KNIR, by KNIR in the bank column 3000, right? पैसा कम गया हमारा, हम लोगों ने सोचा था पैसा आएगा, लेकिन चेक ही डिपॉजिट नहीं, चेक ही एक्सेप्ट नहीं हुआ, सो फिर से पैसा कम गया. पहले हम लोगों ने बढ़ा दिया था. यू कैन सी हियर on 9 we have check in hand, we have deposited 3000, it increased the bank balance. Debit side में लिखने से बढ़ेगा, right? But now what happened on 15? It is dishonored, so it again decreased. So now next, January 20, money withdrawn from the bank for office use. मनी हम लोगों ने बैंक से उठाया है, किस लिए उठाया है बैंक से पैसा? हम लोगों ने ऑफिस के काम के लिए. So that means what happened? What will be the entry? That is, the concept of that entry is contra, right? Now here what will happen? You just try to understand this entry, okay? I will explain you. That is, what is happening here? Check withdrawn from bank for office use, isn't it? This is the concept. Check withdrawn from bank for office use. So there are two situations. Both the situations I will give you the transaction so that you can easily remember that. So first one, that is check withdrawn from bank for office use, isn't it? So बैंक से हम लोगों ने पैसा उठाया, तो क्या होगा? पैसा आएगा, money will come to us. So cash account debit, isn't it? Cash account debit, because money is coming back to us. Cash account debit, and from where did it go? From the bank. It's there to bank account credit. Bank is the giver, goes out credit. Okay, so the journal entry will follow up like this: cash account debit to bank account. Cash account debit to bank account. Okay, there are two situations. Try to understand. First one is cash withdrawn from bank for office use. So it will be cash account debit to bank account, right? And the other situation also I'll explain you now itself. Cash deposited in the bank. So if it is cash deposited in the bank, then what will happen? If the cash is deposited in the bank, it will be just the opposite, because the money is going to the bank. So bank is a receiver here, right? So bank will be the receiver here. Bank receiver, bank will be debit. Receiver, bank will be debit. So bank account debit, and from where the money is going? From the cash. इसी के लिए cash credit हो जाएगा. Cash goes out, credit. So cash account will be credited. So that is why bank account debit to cash account, right? So this is how the entry follows. Okay, you can see there is a transaction between cash and bank, bank and cash. So it is a contra entry, right? So here what has happened? You can see that money was withdrawn from the bank for office use. Okay, money was withdrawn from the bank for office use. So what will happen? Money will come in the cash and it will go out from the bank. So when it goes out from the bank, bank will be credit. So in the credit side of bank column की credit side में कहाँ पे गया? Cash में. So you write buy cash. January 20 buy cash account. How much? 4,000. Right? It is the withdrawal of money. And where it will come? It will come in the cash. January 20, it will come in the cash. Where from it is coming? It is coming from the bank. Right? So to bank account 4,000. Don't forget to give the C contra. You can circle it in the ledger folio. Here also it should be C, and here also it should be C. Okay, it should be contra entry. Right? Here they have omitted. You just give it C. Contra entry. Then coming to the next one, fees of children paid by check. Now see, fees of children paid by check. So it is not a personal activity that is going to continue in the business, right? We cannot accept that. So if he is doing any personal activity, that will be immediately called under drawings. Okay, we are not taking up any personal activity here in this business activity. So if we do any personal activity, then it will come under drawings. So like fees of children paid by check will be also taken as personal activity. So what will you take it? From where the money is going? From the bank. Check means it is going from the bank. And what will you take the name? You will take the name as drawings because it's for personal purpose. So it will be in a credit side, January 23. Why in the credit side? Because the payment goes out, money goes out, credit, right? So 23 buy drawings 50 rupees in the bank column because this is going by check. Clear? By drawings 50 rupees. Clear? Then bank charges amounted to how much? 10 rupees. So what has happened here? We are paying how much? Bank charges 10 rupees. So bank will directly cut this amount from our bank account, isn't it? So that is why it will be also deducted from the bank column. So obviously deduction will come in the credit side. So it will come in the credit side as on the 27th of January, buy bank charges 10 rupees in the bank column. Clear? Is it clear? Now very interesting and important thing. Paid into bank the entire balance after retaining rupees 600 at office. The entire balance of cash, whatever cash was there, cash balance was there, the entire cash balance was deposited in the bank, okay, except keeping 300 rupees for the office purpose. Okay, 600 rupees, that is 600 रुपए बिजनेस में रखकर सब पैसा बैंक में जमा कर दिया. जितना भी कैश था हमारे पास 600 रुपए रखकर सब जमा कर दिया. So how will you know how much balance are you having? So in this type of situation, what we will do, first of all, you will find out how much cash balance you are having. So that means you first of all find out what is the balance amount you have. So let's see how to calculate that. First of all, what will you do? You find out the total of both the sides. यहाँ पे डबल बैलेंसिंग करेंगे, हम लोग डबल करेंगे, ठीक है? So first of all, you find the total of debit side and find out the total of credit side then. Okay, so total of debit side cash column, how much it is there? 6,000, and debit column, how much we have? 8,400. It is the total receipt. Total receipt in the cash column was 6,000 and in bank column was 8,400. And same way in the payment side we have total payment of how much? 5,400 in cash, isn't it? And in the bank we have how much? 20,060. 20,060 is the total payment, right? Now what we will do? We will do the balancing. In case of cash, first of all, in case of cash. So cash, how much we have? We can see the total is 6,000, isn't it? 6,000. Okay, one more thing, one important thing is that we don't have any amount of money in the cash, isn't it? So this thing you can do in do this calculation in the rough first, then you do it. Okay, then you solve it here. That will be more easy. So since we are having all the receipt of how much? 6,000 in the cash. 6,000 रुपए हम लोगों ने कैश में रिसीव किया था. और पेमेंट कितना किया है? You can see the payment side, we don't have any payment. Last one is the deposit in the bank. Okay, so there is no payment. So 0 rupees. So how much we are supposed to deposit in the bank? After keeping 600, whatever money is left. So if I say, if I have 600 rupees, right? If I, sorry, 6,000 rupees. If I have 6,000 rupees and if I keep 600 rupees from that, right? If I keep 600 from 6,000, how much is the left? 5,400. That will be deposited in the bank. So how it will be deposited in the bank? we know it is bank account debit, right? The money will go in the bank. So bank account debit to cash account. So that is why you can see that cash is credited. So bank account debit to cash. So cash credit side by bank on January 31. How much? 5,400. And cash, okay, cash credited. And again, in the bank column, what will happen? Bank column debit side. From where the money will come? To cash. How much? 5,400. 5,400 from cash column, right? From the cash side, debit side to cash account, 5,400. Isn't it? From cash it is coming. So it is a contra entry, cash and bank contra entry. It should be written here contra, it is written here. You should write here also contra, right? Contra entry. Now after that, what you will do? Do the final balancing. How much we have? We can see that in the cash payment, cash we are making a payment of 5,400 only, because after the deposit it is coming. Okay, you have to find the total in the RAF first. So after that we are going to take the final balancing. The total payment was in the bank 20,060 and in cash it was 5,400. And after doing the balancing, okay, what we are getting, the balance of cash as 6,000. And since we can see that the bank credit side it was more, so it is again a bank overdraft, so it is coming to balance carried down this side. Whichever side is short, that side only you are going to write the balance. Okay, so this 11,660 is nothing but the excess of credit side. So this is called, the credit side balance is called overdraft. Okay, so there is the overdraft balance of how much? 11,660, and the cash is having an excess balance of how much? 600 rupees. This is a debit balance. So the debit balance will come in the debit side on the opening date. So after January 31st, okay, after January 31st there is a closing date. After January 31st we have the first opening date as of February 1. So on February 1 it will be two balance brought down in the cash column 600, right? And in case of bank, again it is a negative balance, so again it will come in the credit side as buy balance brought down 11,660. This question is little bit difficult one, but very interesting, very important. A complete package of cash book is there, cash book with cash and discount column, all the related information is there. So please try to understand this question nicely, go through it nicely. Okay, next day we will take one more sum in the next class, and till then take care all of you, stay safe, okay, and take care of your health, take care of your studies also.